No.
Makeup, they say, increases people's perception of a woman's likability, competence, and trustworthiness. That's why I introduced to you Major Millions Beauty and Market. Major Millions Beauty and Market has the best skin and hair care products. The beauty parlor also has hair accessories, including hairspray, hair gel, and hair dryer, makeup palettes, Major Millions customized lip gloss, shoes, bags, concealers, blushes, and a lot more. Guess what? Major Millions Beauty and Market has on sale well-packaged African products to include your favorite cuisine, cassava leaves, potato greens, palava sauce, palm butter, etc. Customers purchasing goods worth over 100 United States dollars will have free delivery once they are 15 minutes drive away from our location. Locate us at 10 Chestnut Drive, Elton, Maryland, 21921. Better still, call us on cell numbers 302-316-6813 or log onto our website www.majormillionsbeautysupply.com. Major Millions Beauty Supply. We move. Lapus Kitchen, a Liberian-owned business operated by Johnson and Wales University's trained chef Joyce Matowia, is your dining away from home. At Lapus Kitchen, we prepare all kinds of Liberian cuisines, including fried and rare oil potatoes green, kidney beans, palava sauce, fever leaves, and a lot more. We also make rice bread, meat pies, cookies, Benesi candies, and all kinds of pastry products. Place in your order online today from anywhere in the US at www.lorpukRTCHEN.com. The good news is your package is sealed in an insulated cooling box and reaches your destination well preserved and fresh. Save yourself the stress and order the best from a professional chef. Lapus Kitchen keeps your fingers licking.
I said, honey, have you heard about the Global Net TV?
Oh, yes, sweetheart. I read about them. At GlobalNet ITV, they provide superior television services with endless selections of TV channels and many options to include live TV.
That's a great news.
Yes, they provide news, entertainment, premier sports like NBA, American football, major soccer leagues, movies, and favorite TV shows with endless content and no service interruptions.
Sweetheart, is that all?
No, they also have adult content included with parental guidance. Also, check out their 6-month plan for only $96 and their 12-month plan for only $176. Wow, honey, isn't that a great news?
Yes, but sweetheart, how can we get in touch?
Yes, you can contact us at 226-946-1090 or visit our website at www.globalnetitv.com.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
21. The time in Liberia is 7:30 a.m. The time in Wilmington, Bay in Bear, Delaware, is 3:30 a.m. and we are glad to be here. Good morning, Walker.
Good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners and followers around the globe. Like Costa said, today is Wednesday, the weekend's edition of the Costa Show, and we are back here to provide you all the insights of happenings in Liberia and abroad. It's good to be here with you, Costa.
It's good to be back here, Walker, but it's not the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You said the weekend. All right, folks. Good to be back here. As Walker said, I saw somebody talking about the views, the numbers. I just wanted to point something out to them. On Facebook alone, we average 30,000 views a day. Average. So, for example, the show yesterday has been viewed by 35,000 people just on Facebook. On YouTube, a few thousands. On my tuning, I don't have the numbers for those ones, but I know it runs into the thousands. The website, all of them. So I heard someone say, "Oh, look at the numbers." A lot of people watch later on, especially on Facebook. On YouTube, yes, a lot of people watch later. On SoundCloud, the same thing. On the other platforms, they're live. So you have to be able to see live. You got to go there to listen live. A lot of people in Liberia listen live to the other audio streaming apps because those apps, the audio streams do not burn as much data as the video because the video burns a lot. So a lot of people go there and watch. So you can go on the page, you will see the views. I mean, this is not something somebody would manufacture. It's right there. The numbers are there. Wakai, we're going to be talking about a number of issues. The mysterious killings, Wakai.
Yeah.
Mysterious killings. People are getting murdered every other day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's this picture going around in people's inboxes. I've received it now from so many people,
Mm-hmm.
and of a young lady. I was making that noise, man. Of a young lady lying on a table or lying down on her back, completely naked, and she's disemboweled. I don't know whether that picture is real. If it is real, I don't know whether it's in Liberia. I don't know. I can't really verify that. I can't. I have no means of verifying that photo and the origin of that photo. But people are sending it around. Have you seen the bug guy?
Yeah, a couple of persons have sent it to me also.
And what do you make of that picture?
I just don't like even looking at it because
I haven't been able to really look at it for more than like people saying to me, I click on it, just get rid of it.
Yeah.
I mean, but forget that picture, right? Let's say we can't really say it's in Liberia or it's not in Liberia, but there are other pictures. We're seeing pictures of people found dead mysteriously, parts extracted, terrible things. You know, I mean, this increase of mysterious killings, and then This is happening a few weeks after we were told by Ellen Cochran that Ofori Dia and Serena Cephas are involved in murdering young women and extracting body parts for juju.
Yeah.
Exactly, Bogart. This makes it even more disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw another picture of a lady lying out somewhere. There are tons of them, Walker. What is happening? This wave of murder and for all kinds of purposes. What's happening?
And Costa,
Have you heard the police say anything?
nothing, nothing. Costa, it have created fear uh, among the citizens, most especially youth. Now, the fear is out there. People hardly go. Now, once it's 7 o'clock, you see everybody rushing to go home. 6:30, everybody rushing to go home because the thing that is happening, we can have any information from the government, the security apparatus. They are not coming up with no fundings that, oh, this is happening. We have a trace on this person that is responsible for this. So we are investigating. Since those photos started showing up on social media, the Liberian National Police or the Ministry of Justice haven't come up yet with a release that, oh, we are aware and we are taking actions. Nothing. It have created fear within the country, Costa. Everybody just looking up on their own shoulders, going home soon, leaving the street. It's just scary, Costa. Very, very scary.
You know, Bugeye, these killings used to happen in the interior. You know, far out. You know, they never used to happen in Montserrat County.
Yeah.
But now they're happening in Montserrat County. You know, somebody just said that this picture, the victim was a young lady called Orita, who lived in Samuka Town in Cardwell. Yes. A young lady called Orita, who lived in Samuka Town in Cardwell. She is believed to be the victim. This is scary, Boakai. You know, this is so scary. The U.S. MSA put out a circular. Did you see it?
No.
Well, yeah, they are warning American citizens against traveling to Liberia. Yes, and the circular says that is an advisory, travel advisory. The travel advisory is warning people, American citizens, against going to Liberia, and it's telling them that in the capital city and its environs, there's a strong likelihood of getting violently attacked. This doesn't, it's not good at all. Now, Baka, let me tell you something. There is a group that organize themselves. I got a call a few days ago from a source within the Liberian National Police, a very well-placed source. And this source told me that they are currently battling a situation involving a group of militants. They are not police officers. They are not trained to be police officers. They're in hundreds. It is believed that they're in hundreds, the size of this group. At night, I don't know whether you've heard about them, they put down checkpoints at night. They put a checkpoint now at EAW Junction, checkpoint at other places like Bartonsville Junction, They are out there on the streets in places like on the bypass. They're wearing black T-shirts. Now we're going to talk about this and ask people whether you've come across some of these people. So this is a group that's believed to have been founded by a guy called King Buju. King Buju is like butler, is like the butler to George Weah. I know him well. Buju Bantam. I know him very well. King Buju. King Buju is the one believed to have founded this group. I'm told the battle with the police try to break them up every time. They see them on the streets late at night, acting like they are providing security. The police have a major problem with them. But because they were founded by King Buju and are being supported by King Buju, who is George Weah's butler. This guy used to live in Ghana, guy. He used to live at George Weah's house. George Weah had one small dirty house in Ghana. That's where King Buju used to live. I got to know King Buju when I started, when we went to CDC in 2011. So he used to come from Ghana because he used to stay at Weah's place. King Buju Bantam. Now, so a few nights ago, some of them were arrested at ELWA Junction, I'm told, according to my police source, and they were taken to the police station, Central. Patrick Sulu got a call from the executive mansion the next day, and these guys were ordered released. There's a guy called Frederick Walker, a notorious armed robber.
Yeah.
A notorious armed robber called Frederick Walker. Frederick Walker was hold on, Walker, I'm trying to do something. Frederick Walker went to prison. He went to prison for engaging in an armed robbery attack against the driver of a businessman. We talked about that story years ago. They put the driver on at gunpoint. They put him at gunpoint, broad day, and they took from him a substantial amount of cash, just about 100,000 US dollars. And Walker went to jail. And now Walker is out. Frederick Walker is out, and Frederick Walker is believed to be the one in charge of this gang that was put together by King Buju Bantam. I know Buju Bantam very, very well. Frederick Walker is a terrible, nasty criminal. I know him very well too. I got to know him from the CDC back in 2011. Frederick Walker is a guy who went to Equatorial Guinea, where they have that detector, Teodoro Obiang Nguema. Walker went there and presented himself as a former United States Marine. And he was awarded a contract, a military training contract to train Equatorial Guinean soldiers. Not knowing that Baga had never served in the United States Marine. Baga, can you imagine? Walker is a former 419 or BM or whatever. He came to Liberia with some of that money he got from Equatorial Guinea, and the CDC folks were gapping them up for dragging, and he went and infiltrated his way, sprinkled a little bit of money around, and then when he got broke, he committed armed robbery, went to jail in Liberia, and then Walker got out when CDC came to power. They put him out. And Buju Bantam has put Frederick Walker in charge of this militia, this group. At night, they're hanging around. Some of you might not have seen them because I'm told a lot of people don't stay out late nowadays, Walker. That's what I'm told. You don't stay out late. You really don't know what's going on.
I don't stay out late. Costa, in
And it's a good thing, Waka. It is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm normally home sharp 7 p.m. 7 p.m. I'm home.
Very
Because
good.
what I'm hearing now is that the group, they are all out in the streets, Barnersville Junction, Corwell Junction,
Yes.
Freeport, Red Light, and they
Yes.
are they are well unified. They have a
Yep.
security firm. VIP security. It's called a VIP security.
There you go.
Yeah, they are
And
out.
they don't work with the police.
Mhm.
They act like they have their own authority. They put their checkpoints down at a certain hour. They terrorize people and they report directly to Buju Bantam. Can you imagine that, Walker? We're in a lawless country. Frederick Walker, a notorious armed robber, who went to jail, who was in jail for armed robbery. Judge, we had him set him free. Walker is passing around. Walker is in charge of this group, this militia group. Okay, this is a man who used to commit armed robbery in broad daylight. You release him from prison and you put him in charge of a militia. Imagine that, Walker. You release an armed robber from prison and you put him in charge of a militia that has their own paramilitary authority. Can you imagine that, Walker? These guys are terrible. That's what Frederick Walker does. And so we want to tell you this. So all these mysterious killings, our people need to watch out. Be careful. Don't stay out on the streets late at night. Don't let dark catch you somewhere you're not familiar with. Be home or in your community as early as possible. It is important. Your life is important. Because these people are going around, they are murdering people, extracting body parts to do all kinds of things. Juju. We heard Ellen Cochran. We all know Ellen Cochran is no one to be quoting. She's not a credible person. But the fact is that Ellen Cochran made these grave allegations about young women getting murdered, body parts extracted and used for juju. And she named Serena Sivas.
Yeah.
And Oforidia, former Lord Rebel Commanding General. These killings, okay? The people in power are the ones who are usually doing these killings for ritual purposes. The people in power, okay? What an ordinary man going to kill somebody to take body parts to do what with? Huh? These killings. Okay, look how they killed that man, John Hillary Tubman, in his home. Now that doesn't look like a ritual killing, but look how they went into his home and they murdered him like that. And you don't hear the police say anything. Okay?
Nothing. As a Costa, nothing. It has created fear in the country. Absolute fear. Everybody now. Yesterday I was somewhere by 6 p.m. Everybody, my man, I need to go home. The things are happening now in the country here. The things are happening. I need to be home by 6:30 or even 6 o'clock. I need to be home. Everybody Costa. Now you can see people going to enjoy themselves in the night, like Bremen and Left Pledge. You can see them going out now. They stand. Everybody just looking on their own shoulder. You say, man, with the type of photos that are circulating, you see people sending messages in each other inbox. You have to be out of the street. Your parents warning you to be out of the street.
Yeah.
Because they
stay off the streets late at night. You're vulnerable when you're on the streets late at night. Stay off the streets. Please, my people, I beg you, stay off the streets late at night. Your lives are important. Don't let anybody murder you to go use your body parts to do juju to try to further themselves. To get some government job or to do something. I mean, oh my God. I mean, you know, when I see these things, that people can murder other human beings to oh man,
Get power.
hey man, man, it's just sad. You know, I will say this to you. Yesterday, just moving on to another subject, we're going to talk about this every day, but let's make sure we create the awareness because our government will not do it. We need to keep telling our people what to do. Stay off the streets. Don't let somebody, some kind of man, especially to the young women, because you know what, many of these victims are what? Women.
Women, yeah.
To the young women, be careful. Don't let some kind of man tell you, say, oh, come. And so a strange man, you get in the car with him, you think now you're pretty. That's why he wants you. He puts you in the car. He takes you somewhere far. He murders you there. He takes your body parts. Be careful. If that man wants you, let him come to your community. Let him come to your community. Let him sit on there at the drinking spot in your community. He wants to take you to drink liquor somewhere. Let him come to your community, huh? Don't follow him somewhere. You need to be careful. We're going to move on to another subject. We're going to come back to this at some point. But I want to say this. Yesterday, I received a call. I spoke with the Honorable Benani Uri. And he said to me, he said, Henry, Representative Yeke Koluba came to see me, and we had a good talk, a very good talk. And in fact, he also went to see former Vice President Joseph Boakai, Representative Koluba. He had a meeting with former Vice President Joe Boakai yesterday at about 11 a.m., between 11 to 12. And thereafter, he went and met with Honorable Benani Uri. Had a good talk, a very good talk. Then Honorable Uri said to me, Yeke will reach out to you for you guys to make peace. When he calls you, please take his call. I said, sure, I will. I didn't think that Yeke would call, to be honest, even though Honorable Uri said Yeke would call, but I didn't think that he would call. So, but Yeke did call, as Honorable Uri said. When Yeke called me, I picked his call, and it was about just around 4:09 p.m. my time yesterday. I was working on some assignments, and he called me, and we had a good conversation. It was brief, but it was good. And we both agreed to move forward and to not fight anymore. And I said, well, thank you for calling. Thank you for reaching out to make peace. I'm all for peace. So I said to him, well, I'm going to go ahead and tell the people that you called me for us to make peace, which I did after the call and in a Facebook post, which has received lots of positive reactions. Our people are happy that we made peace. Then Representative Koluba said to me that he was going to appear. He is appearing today on OKFM at 4 p.m. He's going to be talking about other issues, including his meeting yesterday with former Vice President Joe Boakai, his meeting with the ALP political leader, Honorable Benani Uri, and of course, he will talk about the call with me yesterday that we made peace. So I want to say to you that Yeke called and we smoke the proverbial peace pipe. And so sometimes people fight in order to make peace. Sometimes war becomes you can avoid it. It becomes unavoidable. You have to fight. And sometimes when you fight, your religion becomes stronger because your friends have to know that you're not weak, that you're not going to take it lying on your back. And so when you fight, sometimes you become stronger. And so I believe, as unfortunate as it was that we had to fight the way we fought, considering how much both of us have done together, how many sacrifices the both of us have made fighting for this country and continue to make fighting for this country. We all know what Yege has gone through, getting shot at his home while his wife and babies inside, having to take his family out of the country to Ghana and being forced to travel to Ghana every now and then to see his family when they can't be with him. It must be a tormenting thing with young babies. He has a pair of twins, right? You remember, Baga?
Yeah.
When his wife gave birth, those babies were young.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to leave the country at that time. They stopped the man's family from traveling. Those babies, they seized the baby's milk. They say Yaga was traveling with the children. They were not too sure that were his children.
Yeah.
Oh man, all kind of things you go through when we fight. We will fight. We will risk our lives to fight for this country. The things we go through. So it was sad. It was unfortunate that he and I had to fight like that in the public. But I'll say this to you: sometimes you gotta fight. They say teeth and tongue can fight, but the teeth and tongue living together, but they can fight sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But some of you think I just like to fight. I just like to make trouble. No, I'd rather have peace than fight. But sometimes you can't be meek. You can't be weak. You can't let people think that they can slap you around. You understand? So I think it was courageous on Yeke's part yesterday to reach out to me. I must say I was surprised, very pleasantly surprised that he called me. He showed grace and I extended in return magnanimity, and